What makes a good teacher? Think back to the best teachers you ever had. What made them the best? Was it their lesson plans? Was it how they treated their students? Was it how they inspired and engaged you in class? For most of us, the answer is probably a combination of many different factors, a complex mingling of various traits and actions. The reality is that something as complicated as the quality of a teacher is impossible to determine accurately with a mathematical algorithm with very few data points. However, in many school districts nationwide, this is exactly what is being done. In teacher evaluations across the country, standardized test scores are commonly used to determine a teacher's effectiveness. Algorithms compare a teacher's students' test scores with their scores from previous years to determine the effectiveness of the teacher. These scores usually make up a very significant portion of a teacher's rating, which can either get them raises and bonuses or get them fired. This method of rating teachers creates a host of issues. For one, a teacher is not the only factor that could affect a change in students' test scores from year to year. A student's scores could be affected by their family, their housing and economic status, bullies at school, their health, or any other one of the multitude of factors that affect them. Attempting to correctly determine the effect that one teacher has had on a student based solely off of their test scores is impossible. Additionally, most teachers have only around 30 students per year, a sample size that is far too small to accurately judge a teacher. Allowing test scores to play such a major role in teacher evaluations leads to frequent inaccurate ratings. However, that isn't the only problem that teacher evaluation algorithms create. When teachers know that their jobs and livelihoods will be determined by their students' performances on one test, they are highly incentivized in the wrong way. It compels teachers to focus solely on preparing students for standardized tests and not their education as a whole. How much will students learn and grow if their class is solely focused on a single test? Even worse, this system has motivated teachers and staff to cheat on standardized tests, such as in the infamous Atlanta case where 11 teachers were convicted of racketeering for cheating on standardized tests. The teachers had been motivated to cheat by a high-pressure system that rewarded teachers in schools with high test scores and punished those with low ones. It would be foolish to believe that this was the only case of teachers cheating because of this system. Those 11 were just the ones that got caught. The quality of a teacher is a complex thing to measure. It is something that simply cannot be done using the test scores of 30 students. The current use of algorithms in teacher evaluations is ultimately harmful for both students and teachers and corrupts the education system as a whole. This has been recognized by some school districts across the country, but not by all. Stop the use of test scores and algorithms for teacher evaluation.